Carpal tunnel surgery. I had some really bad carpal tunnel. We closed down our current businesses.
You're never going to make real progress if you're relying on enhancements.
My guy pretty like a girl, and he got 5 stories to tell. I see both sides like Chanel, see on both sides like Chanel. Swimming laps through pool water, eating like I'm underworld. Had my tattoos in Shibuya, police think I'm out the underworld. 12 treat a nigga like you 12. How you looking up to me and talking down? Can't you see I am the big man? God level, I am the I am.
What it do, baby? We got Kayla behind the camera.
Hi.
So we have been gone for probably about, since October? I don't even know where to start, but a lot has happened. We have moved places, which is probably the most important one. Kayla competed and did exceptionally well. So her prep is over. I have been still bodybuilding, still running a business, and still doing all the things that I was doing before, except now we live in a different part of Sydney, and also I haven't really been pushing as much size as I have wanted to over the past couple months. Just between Kayla's prep, our move, and then also my own sort of stuff. I had carpal tunnel surgery. I had some really bad carpal tunnel syndrome, so I had to recover from that. My skin got really bad inflamed, and I had to basically get on Accutane and take that to fix my skin. So there's been no growth phases whatsoever. Progress has still been made, definitely, but that's pretty much it. So Kayla and I was watching her old YouTube videos probably 2 nights ago, and we're like, we kind of miss doing YouTube. So Kayla's also bringing hers back. I personally want this to be a little bit different. Like, I want to show like more of my life, more of just things outside of training and bodybuilding. But I will definitely make that the sole focus still. So honestly, I don't really know. I don't have a plan for all this shit. I'm just going to start filming stuff and talk to the camera and bring everyone along for the ride. And then whatever comes of it, if you like it, amazing. If you don't, that's fine. Fuck you anyway. But basically, we're on the way to the gym now. I'm going to hit a upper body session. At the moment, I actually am getting ready for my first growth phase for the first time in, say, about 3 months, which I'm pretty excited for. So, you know, we're slowly ramping things up, and we're just like getting into the groove mentally and physically to essentially start pushing size again. I'm sitting around 87 kilos at the moment, and, you know, just like holding pretty decent condition with everything. But overall, it's been like positive. I'm still been making progress, but now it's time to actually get to fucking work and put on some more sizes here. I was really happy with the size I put on last year. It was really good. But I want more for the goals that I have when I do decide to compete again. But that's pretty much been a very quick summary of everything that's been happening. Right now, we're gonna get to the gym. We're gonna take you guys for the session, and we'll go from there.
So we're at the gym now. Something else I forgot to mention that has actually happened since my last videos. We got a haircut, cut the mullet off, the moustache is gone. So this is the kind of look we're running with at the moment. Now I have, in terms of what's changed with training, like with everything, like nothing real different. Like I just take a lot longer to warm up now. When I had the carpal tunnel surgery, I wasn't really able to load my hands a lot, so I wasn't really able to do a lot of pressing. Actually, pressing was better, pulling was worse. So now that things are getting better, I just use a lot more like gear, if in terms of like, when I say gear, just calm your farm. I mean like wrist wraps, elbow sleeves, for multiple reasons. When I use the wrist wraps, I don't have the nerve pain in my hand as much. It's actually going away a lot since recently, but in the beginning, since when I had the surgery, it was really shit. Whereas even with the Accutane as well, what it does is it literally like shrinks your pores and dries all your skin out. So I have really dry skin at the moment, but if it's doing that to your skin, then it's also doing that to your joints as well. So I use elbow sleeves as well, just to give me a bit more like cushion. I go a bit more high reps now. I take my time warming up to get a lot more blood in the area that I'm trying to train and the joints surrounding it. Now, I'd probably recommend and wish I should have done this earlier anyway, because I think if your goal is to get bigger, you should be looking after the rehab, the mobility, the flexibility, the warm-ups, because that's what's going to help you not get injured. But this has been a really good wake-up call for me to make sure that I warm up properly. and that I actually look after myself in training a lot as well. So that's what's changed a lot with my training recently. But in terms of the crux of it, it's just like higher reps, and I've actually changed some technique around pressing and stuff like that, which I'll get into soon as well.
My honor left a long time ago.
So something I've actually changed a lot with my pressing is you'll notice like I really try and slow the tempo down. I've done this across all my movements because I find that one, I can't load as heavy. So slowing down tempo is gonna limit your load a little bit. So if you're injured, you got any like nursing any injuries around the elbow, around the shoulder joint, like adding some sort of tempo is probably gonna be a good idea, because even though it's not directly gonna correlate to any muscle growth instantaneously, overall, you're gonna be able to load the tissue a lot better because you're like slowing it down. Like a slow target is better than a fast target, right? So that's gonna help a lot. Then also keep my chin up. I don't really think about keeping my chest up as much anymore. I think about more keeping my spine long and just elongating my spine, and that naturally puts me in a really nice position. So when I'm coming back, my shoulder blades aren't sort of caving in, or my chest isn't caving in. I'm keeping a nice, like, still proud chest, but I'm not like over exaggerating it. And I found that's made me have a lot better connection with my chest and just feeling it. And the last and final thing, which I think is severely underrated, is like just owning the lockout position. At the top, thinking about trying to drive my elbows together rather than just like pushing the weight up. That's gonna allow you to get, like if you follow those three things, your chest training is gonna go through the roof, and you're gonna be able to have a much better connection with your chest and definitely grow it a lot more. I've noticed a lot more of a difference in my chest growth just from incorporating those three things and taking it across all my training as well.
But from me man, where you get your mother from, thing when me get, coulda come from Afghanistan, then I wanna see this pass like me up in me hand. Badda done. Walk with the rubber bam bam. My guy is the program. Shut us down. Them sell my butt. Walk with the rubber bam bam. My guy is the program. Shut us down. Badda done. We see them we are bang. Another one. Badda done. We see them we are bang. Another one. Badda done. we see them we a bang and another one. Bust up 4, 5 down, come and break it down. When they boy this ball and run it in a skeleton. Bad man, you know where vibes can done. Father done, father done.
She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my dad and my mom.
I like to set this up is like semi-seated, semi-standing, and the same leg is in front of the same hand that's rowing, and then I have a little bit of a lower grip because I want to get more lat. You know, for that, if the elbow's closer to the torso, you're going to get a lot more lat involvement as well. And then I'm using this as like a brace and some stability as well, because I feel like being too far forward, I'm kind of not in the best position to like anchor myself. So utilizing my arm here to just hitch back a little bit gives me a little bit more of a position to anchor and get a little bit more connection with those lats. Also, if you're doing any single arm movements, always do your less dominant side first. I'm moving on to the last bit of today's workout. So, chest back, chest back, chest back, essentially. Only 1 or 2 sets on most things, and then just 2 sets of arms. So doing arms like 3 times a week on an upper day, and then the second upper day, and then I have a shoulders and arms day. So arms is a massive priority for me. Now, when it comes to doing the tricep like push down, a lot of people will like go like this and like come back towards them. What I like to do, which has helped me a lot, is number one is like don't go super narrow. Like you're not going to get a really good like full extension in that position. You know, you want to make sure you're going at least outside your shoulder width, because that's going to be like your actual body's proportion of the width that you want to go. So you're getting you get lots of room to get extension. And then the second thing as well is get over the bar a little bit, push in front of you. And then as you come down, think about just driving the elbows back rather than just like letting it come around the elbow joint, and then your shoulders will roll forward and then you lose tension. So we want to go in front, elbows come back, so constant tension on those triceps, and then push down. Keep the shoulders down as well, elbows come back. That's what I found has been best for me for not getting elbow pain. And number two, just actually feeling and connecting my triceps and like being sore the next day. Like soreness obviously isn't the number one muscle growth indicator, but it is a good thing to say, okay, well, I actually targeted the right part of my muscle there. So that's how I'm doing the tricep extensions at the moment. And that's how I would strongly suggest doing them as well. I found that a lot of my clients no longer get elbow pain. They feel their triceps a lot better. And, you know, that's what you fucking want.
When you feel you're alone, caught up on this cruel world, your instincts telling you to run. Listen to love, don't say no, my son. Don't say to live and be your joy. That
Sometimes I watch my videos back, just like see the fact that I'm just all I'm filming, all I'm recording is literally just me breathing heavily into a microphone and doing some heavy movements. And I think to myself, who the fuck is gonna watch this shit? And then I go home and I watch other men do the same thing. So sometimes I just think, why the fuck do I even bother recording? But then I realize I literally go home and watch other big men breathe into a mic heavily and do hard sets. So who knows? Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. But overall, really good workout. Got one more set left. Pretty happy with everything today and how it's moved. Joints feel good. That's for me like the biggest win at the moment. And yeah, whatever I've been doing lately seems to be working because I feel a lot bigger. And we're not even pushing anything yet. No supplements are increased yet. No food has really been increased yet. Like very minuscule amount, like 50 calories, like nothing crazy. Just been focusing on good form, good training intensity, recovery, and you'll be surprised what you can do. Even if you're enhanced, like you'll be so surprised what you can do with just like having good fucking habits. And this is what I say to anyone ever. It's just like, you're never gonna make real progress if you're relying on enhancements to actually be the driving reason you make progress. Sure, they fucking work, but like, if your habits are shit, you're not going to look good. You're going to look like shit. You might look a little bit better because they do what they do, but at the same time, like you're going to decline your health in that process. You're going to feel like shit, and you're probably going to get tons of side effects as well. So like, if you want to be enhanced, or if you are enhanced, like you should be doing the basics really fucking well for a long period of time before you even think about or considering doing that sort of stuff. So that's just my 2 cents, and that's exactly what I tell any of my clients who choose to go down that route, is that you need to be able to do this shit fucking right first before you even think about it. Otherwise, it's something that I don't want to see other people take a negative decline in their health or how they think, feel, and act because of them just wanting to look better. Like, of course, it's great to look better, it's great to look good, but if your health is not in line with that too, like, what's the fucking point?
We have Kayla over there just uploading her Yap Mania stories.
Yup Nation. Fucking Peach Nation.
And I am eating chicken and rice at 9:15 after training. I don't know, for some reason, I just like to eat chicken and rice in the morning. I'm more of a savory person these days than I am a sweet person. I technically could eat cream of rice or Weet-Bix or with yogurt and honey, which I do eat in the day, but right now I'm just preferring savory in the morning, which is what I'm liking. So we're going to eat that and then we get into some work. But the overall training session was really positive. How was your training, Kayla?
My training was lit. It was hard. I'm at the point with my training now where everything is head noise because it's heavy, it's challenging, and I think I've got maybe like 2 or 3 more weeks left of this phase, or at least 2 to 3 more weeks until we're probably going to put in a deload with my training, which will line up with a bit of a mini cut before re-entering my build phase. I put on like 4 kilos in this, or 3 kilos.
How many weeks post shows that? It's like 3 months now.
I think I've been in this build for 10 weeks.
Yeah.
And I did a 6-week recovery phase. So I think I started at 54.
Yeah, so 16 weeks. That's solid.
About 57.
So post show for Kayla's going very well. Myself, you guys know where I'm at now. We're so about to build. So yeah, let's get into the day. I'm gonna fucking smash this chicken and rice. So it is now currently 6:39 in the evening. It has been quite a long day, I'm not gonna lie. I've not very much enjoyed this day at all. Started off really good, but right now, I'm not enjoying it. But nonetheless, I got Kayla here because I feel like this very much involves her. And what I said was at the start of this video was that I want to document more than just training and bodybuilding and stuff. So bring you guys along for the journey of our joint ventures for business. Like we work together now, which has been a big change in structures, systems, operations, and communication, and the relationship itself. So we just got off a meeting with our accountant, and essentially we got given 2 tax bills, 1 each. Not fun. Fuck the government. Anyway. 2, we have been given directions on what needs to be done to restructure our business or essentially close down our current businesses and open a new company together. So that's pretty much what we're starting the process on right now with the good old faithful, helpful chat GPT giving us a bit of a help there. So that's very nice.
We got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. I don't know, and I feel like this is like scary work. Not even scary work, but it's just like if we do fuck some of this up, it's not going to ruin things, but it is absolutely going to cause some issues down the line.
Yeah, so the whole idea of why we're doing this is because, like, we want to build a fuck you business, like a big fuck you business. Like, I'm not going to hide that. I want to make lots of money and I want to do really well in business because I enjoy coaching a lot of people. I enjoy making more impact, and so does Kayla, by the way. So what better...
I'm just here for the ride, actually.
What better way to do that to join forces and essentially make this business as big as we can? And that's our goal. So... yeah, we are doing things now because we're essentially setting it up for a big business so that we can handle other coaches, so we can handle people to do admin, employees, that sort of stuff. And it's scary because like we're just like 2 people from the eastern suburbs of Sydney. Like we're like no one special. We're literally just figuring it out as we go. So the first thing we're actually doing right now is we're just buying the domain. So we're getting our domain sorted, and then we got to set up our emails because we're obviously operating under a different business now or a company. So we're going to have our own emails tied to that domain and that company. So then when we have someone for admin, when we have someone for handling our emails and stuff, then they are just able to use like the info@Weapon Physique sort of email, or we'll have our personal ones as well. So then it's just all set up as a structured company. So then when we get emails, we can separate it from business and personal, because no one wants to receive emails or send emails for a business at gmail.com, if you know what I mean.
Good coffee.
Good coffee.
Very good coffee. They all do look like scenes, eh?
Yeah,
Like
essentially.
we're not going to be in the
Hi guys, hello. It's another day.
Another day we're alive.
So we have a busy day because obviously last night you would have seen us going through all the stuff for the company and stuff. But today we also have a surf lesson, which was cancelled last week because the waves were too big. And then also there's been multiple shark sightings in the water across all of Australia. So we're kind of nervous for that, but there hasn't been any for like the last day or two. So that's positive, but you know, obviously still a risk. So if you don't hear from us, we're probably dead.
Don't fucking say that.
But we're also just talking about more things that need to be done. Obviously, we're earning a lot. We're learning a lot around the company stuff and the restructuring. So lots of chats about where our money's going, what we're doing with it, how much we're going to be earning, all that sort of stuff. Anything to add to that?
It's a lot to do.
It is a lot to do.
Thinking of new things to do every second at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot to do. So yeah, that's pretty much our day today. Got a bit more content to do too. What's going on? We are back from the walk. Just so you guys know, this is essentially what our days literally look like. Today's a rest day, so literally all we do is go for a walk. We record our podcast, which we're about to do now, and then we work and we do content, and I sit behind this desk literally the whole time. That's literally what our days look like most of the time, except the days that we train. We train in the morning. And then sometimes go for a walk. I don't like to go for a walk before training. Kayla does. And that's pretty much it. So that's essentially like, you know, I'm going to keep filming and showing it, but it's really not that interesting if I'm being honest with you. It's pretty piss poor content, but that's all right. So yeah, we're going to record the podcast now. And then we will get into, we actually go to our surfing lesson today. So a little bit more adventurous, but we're going to do a podcast and then surf and then come home and work. All right, well, it is Thursday, 4 p.m. It is 4 p.m. today. We went fucking surfing. I literally got all my coffee accessories. I'm going to put in a video of what I filmed on my phone of all the coffee accessories and shit that I got because it's fucking sick. So I'm going to put that in now. All right, so I am, if you don't know, a bit of a fucking coffee connoisseur. And I like to make good coffee at home and invest in coffee accessories. So big delivery. We got some good stuff in here. We got a tamper. Don't know what's in there just yet. We got the coffee distributor or the needle distributor. In here, we have the pressing seat, so everything that's going to be held in there. We have the puck screen in here. So we got, oh no, this is the thing, the cap for it, the puck screen, and then little brush as well. Coffee is about to be fucking upgraded. But I've essentially had a consult call and I started with a new client. So just sort of ran him through what's involved with that. And now I am editing content because all my life is basically fucking content. And that's basically all I'm doing right now. But we also had a call with like one of our content mentors, or he's like part of the mentorship we're in. And essentially what happens is like he gives advice on content and essentially for this YouTube video and stuff. And he's also like give us advice on like what to do with our content. So he told us essentially what we need to do is do a better job at creating some like more of a brand, right? So what that means is it's like, you know, we have our educational content and we have all of our content that we make for, you know, helping people get more jacked and build muscle and that sort of stuff. But then also like, you know, show our lives a lot more. And he told us to like, you know, use the influencer type sort of style, but make it more brandy. So things about me. He's like, just be you, which obviously sounds so fucking simple, but it's really not as easy as it looks. So yeah, I'm trying to create some content around that now. Essentially what I'm making content on is like, you know,
just things about me that you might not know, and how I'm a very regimented person, and how I shower 3 times a day, and I, literally change my clothes all the time because I always sweat, and I hate the fact that I don't like knowing things, or I always need to know things, and yeah, that's pretty much me summed up in a nutshell. But so I'm just making some content on that, and then gonna put some B-roll over it and see if it does well or performs or anything like that. So yeah, when it comes to the business side of things and like content and that sort of stuff, it really comes down to like have enough content going out so that you can grow your audience, but then also have the educational and social proof that people know that you're good at what you do. So that's just essentially what I'm building out now. We're currently in a dispute about getting a dog. I want a dog. Kayla isn't allowing it.
This is a common conversation we have every, I say, 6 to 8 weeks, where he's either bringing up the idea of a dog and it lasts for about 2 to 3 days, and then we're on to the next idea. And every single time we change genres of dogs, so I just choose to ignore it now because it's not happening.
I do want a dog. Like, the persistence is there.
I wanted a dog too, but it's just not realistic right now, unfortunately.
How was your experience surfing?
It was good fun.
She was a lot better than me.
It was so much fun. It was everything I wanted it to be for me, in terms of like being able to fully switch off and concentrate on like one simple task at hand. Because you can't think of anything else when you're surfing. I was fucking worrying of like, is this wave gonna kill me? And by kill, just like absolutely thrash me, and that happens so many times. Am I going to run into someone? And when's the next wave I'm going to catch? How is the instructor knowing what waves we can and should catch?
She only nosedived once, but I did too.
Nosedive once. I stood up 3 times, and then I think the other 2 or 3 times I just fell off.
I stood up once.
It was good fun. I have actually got half the beach in my body from all the water that has gone inside the holes of my body.
She also probably didn't wear the correct attire.
Nah. Way too much G-banger action that is not appropriate for surfing. I don't think any flaps were out, but it just was like constantly on my mind. Because when we were sitting up to like sit on the board, I'm like, that's a recipe for something to hang out. And you can't just like pick out your wedgies really gracefully on a surfboard either.
Yeah.
I had to keep looking back at that. I'm like, no one was behind me, so I could do that. Well, we established you can't do a bridge, so that makes sense.
My external rotation on this side is so bad. My internal rotation, amazing.
But you know what's funny? When I do that, I get like a shooting pain all down there though. Like this.
I just don't get anything.
I get that pain and like pins and needles. Not ideal.
Successful day. I think I'm going to wrap the video up there. I filmed yesterday and today. Maybe I'll film some tomorrow. I don't know. We'll find out.